How's it going, guys? I'm about to show you how to push your brake caliper back in once it's came out because your brake pads has been worn down. As you can see, this part right here is actually the part that comes out of your caliper that pushes your brake pads closer to your rotor once your brake pads wear down. So when you're putting new brake pads on, you need to go through and push this part right here back into this cylinder right here. And to do this, what you will need, or the best thing to use, is actually a C-clamp itself. Now I'm going to show you how to push it back and how far it should go back. Alright guys, what you will need to push your caliper back in is your C-clamp. And what you want to do with this is, first you want to twist it all the way back like this to where this piece is all the way to the back of the C-clamp. It's called a C-clamp because it pretty much looks like a C. Next, what you want to do is take your caliper. The part right here that actually expands from out of your caliper is the piston, which is what you want to push back in. So you want to take this in and put it on the top of your caliper, making sure that you don't damage your actual brake fluid release right here. So you want to take this end, find like a flat spot and put it, and you take this other end and you start twisting like that. You want to twist it and try to keep it as even as possible. And once you get it all the way inside, I'm going to show you also what the inside of it looks like, actually what you're trying to get your C-clamp to connect with. So you're going to see in a minute, once it connects, you'll see this part right here start to go back into the housing itself of your caliper. So I'm twisting it, I'm waiting on it to make contact with the inside of the piston. Okay, it's making contact. And if you watch closely, as I turn, you should be able to see this part going in. See, as I'm turning it, you want to do it kind of slow, just in case it could be, sometimes it could be seized up from being out for so long. But you'll notice, and I'm going to show you how far you should want it to go in. You can see now how it's going back inside of the housing of the, yeah. You see how it's going back in, and once it's back in properly, it should almost be completely even with the housing itself, this part right here. So I'm still twisting it, and you turn it to the side, it should be where you almost can't even see the piston anymore. And as you can see now, from a side angle, you can no longer see the piston hanging out any. So once you've done that, as you can see, the piston has been pushed back in. And when you're at the shop and they tell you that your caliper seized up, what they mean is that that piston are just pushed back in. They're saying it won't go back in. That's what a seized up caliper means, is they're saying that the piston won't push back in to the housing on the caliper itself. So once again, this is how you would push a caliper back in. And doing this can save you, a lot of money, because a lot of times these things can cost anywhere between $79 to some cars $200 a caliper to have it replaced. So to be able to push it back in is a great help to be able to change your own brakes and stuff. So once again, this is how you would push your caliper back in when you're changing your brakes. And this is how you would want it to be in, to where from a side angle you can't see the actual piston itself. And in the inside, this is what the inside of it looks like. It's basically just basically like a cylinder that is a metal flat in the back. And when you're using your C-clamp, You're just putting it up against this and you're basically squeezing it back in pretty much. Alright, thanks a lot.